Hello, lovely people. I'm back, and this time I'm actually going to share a slightly more complicated art painting technique, more in line with the kind of flowers that I've drawn behind me, painted behind me, sorry. And this is something that I am doing for a program that I'm participating here, where I live in California. In the area where I live, there's a town called Brentwood, close by to where my town is. And in that town, they have something called the Banners Up program, which is basically these long rectangular banners, which are painted by various artists, and they hang it up on street lamps on the main arterial road of the town of Brentwood, so that it's in a public area where people can enjoy it as they drive by or as they're walking on the streets. They can see these artworks done by various artists and they can enjoy them and feel rejuvenated. I'm so happy that I can participate in a program like this at this time when the pandemic has really shut down and closed down so many of these facilities for artisans, for artists of all kind, to participate in the public platform. The banners are kept there on the street lamp, I think till September, October. In October sometime, they get auctioned and a large portion of the proceeds go for charity. We are so happy that we can be of use at this time for charities, because after the pandemic slows and things become more open, I'm sure there's a need for people who can use with some charity of some sort. And this particular technique that I'm going to share, as I show you the video where I'm doing the painting, I'm going to be having commentary in the background, telling you my thought processes as I'm doing it, so that it gives you an idea as to how visualizations take place and how my hand movement happens in terms of creating the shape for the flowers and so on. So I hope that you will enjoy it. It really, I really hope that, if there are such programs close by wherever you live, that you please participate in it by going and seeing these things, because not only will it help us artists, but also it shows a kind of a link, a connectivity for all of us to our day-to-day details in life, brings a sense of meaningfulness. For example, any beverage, tea, coffee, anything that you might be drinking, if you drink it in a mug or a cup or a vessel that is very beautiful, not only is there a joy in having it like that, but also it feeds our inner creativity. It feeds our sense of inner beauty in terms of how we relate to everything around us. So like that, if you have such programs like the Banner Up program that I'm telling you about over here in Brentwood, in whichever part of the world that you are, if there are such public platform shows and programs, please do go and participate by seeing them. It'll encourage all of us. Thank you, and let's get started with what I was painting. My neighborhood really inspires me when I go on my walks. I love flowers, and to see the way nature unfolds as I go on my walks, the beautiful flowers, I decided I would do a representation of this beauty on the banner. I will be showing the video of my painting technique in high speed only because otherwise it would become a very long video. You will see that I am putting on layers upon layers of colors, slowly bringing about the shape of the flowers. It'll seem abstract also because I'm doing it in the Impressionist style, or hoping to do so. And this is how I'm trying to represent the beauty of my neighborhood. When doing any art, the deeper connections really come about when we pay attention to the thought processes. It establishes somewhat, not always, the mood of the art unfolding for me. For example, while painting a flower, I think not only about the technique but also the people for whom I hope to give this to. This dictates how I want the art to be, just as it would for a singer whose energy comes from the audience and not just the tune.
It's an exchange or sharing of energies. The next part, I am slowing down because I want to show some of the things that I do to keep the longevity of my brushes and to keep them healthy. In between my painting work, when I have to clean the brushes, I first remove the paint using a dry paper napkin and then rinsing it in water, never punching it down to the bottom but rubbing it against the wall of the water container. I then use a cloth rag, not a paper towel, but a cloth rag to gently squeeze out the water and leave the bristles just damp enough, wet enough so that I can continue my painting work. They say that the famous artist Henri Matisse did some very innovative and transformational simplification of form. He loved bright colors. And I'm hoping that my inspiration that comes from his kind of use of bright colors and simplicity is shown in this kind of painting work that I'm doing. Did you know that before he became known for his paintings, he was actually a printmaker, a draftsman, and a sculptor first? He had even studied law and worked as a court administrator. During his childhood, when he was recovering from appendicitis, his mother gave him a box of art supplies, and that began his journey towards art. I'm hoping that during these times of quarantine, perhaps our artistic indulgences will awaken, and that seeing how art is done, and that some of my painting work and techniques that I'm sharing with all of you will inspire you to try out and see what hidden talents may be lurking, waiting to come out from within you. Thank you so much, and please stay safe. That is my final art.